In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made these lace-up toys with just a couple of things. To get started, you're going to need the craft foam. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to also need a hole punch. You're going to need some string. I used this kind. It's called Rex Lace, and I thought that the tie-dye color was really fun. And then you're also going to need a pen and then some patterns, just some shapes. I have a butterfly, a duck, a car, and a turtle.
I made these toys for a program called Help Me Grow Utah. And this project, they were making these toys to help children build fine motor skills. I already had craft foam on hand, and so it was super easy to put these together. Here's what they look like, all bagged up and ready to send out. I love being able to use my crafting skills to serve others, and so this was a really fun project for me to do.
To get started, you just take your foam piece and then you take a pattern. I'm going to do the turtle first. Just going to place it on top of the foam. Get your pen and then just trace it all the way around. Well, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just going for the shape of the turtle, and we're outlining it because it's going to be significantly easier to cut out if we have the outline all the way around. Okay, then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut it out.
The craft foam I'm using is super pliable. This made it so it was super easy to cut through and work with, but it's also going to be sturdy enough that the kids can use it as a lace-up toy.
Okay, here's what it looks like. Now I'm going to take my hole punch and I'm going to hole punch it all the way around.
It's important to hole punch not too close to the edge, but also not too far into the middle. You want it to kind of just be maybe somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch in from the edge of the shape. You'll want to punch a hole about every inch.
Okay, my hole punch isn't quite strong enough to go like through and all the way, give it a super clean thing, so I'm just going to go back through and pull off all these little guys. I did find when I was testing it out that if I stacked up 2 of the foam things at a time, it would punch through completely. So there's that if you want to make them in bulk. That's what it looks like.
I made a couple of other shapes, but the most important thing to remember is to place the pattern down, trace it, cut it out, and then use your hole punch all the way around.
Now, if you don't want to use a pattern, you could definitely make a shape. So I'll show you some shapes that I'm going to do. I'm going to do a heart out of this one. For this one, I'm just going to eyeball it. So I'm folding it in half, and then there's the heart. Again, I'll take my hole punch.
I also made a circle and a square, just cut them out freehand, and they turned out great as well. Here are all the shapes that I made for these lace-up toys. The fun thing is you can really create them into any shape that you want them to be. Just make a pattern or cut them out freehand, whatever you would prefer, but they will turn out great and you can Make them be creative. A lace-up toy would not be a lace-up toy without the string. I chose this Rex lace because it is a little bit more sturdy than just like a piece of yarn, and it will be really easy for small hands to use to weave in and out of the lace-up toys. I used about 18 inches for each of the lace-up toys, and that's about perfect for what I needed. Here's how they turned out, and they work great as a lace-up toy. If you're interested in seeing more videos about how I serve others through crafting, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.